A gritty crime thriller with a bruising and intimidating Ray Liotta, directed by the same guy who's responsible for Smokin' Aces and the A-Team? I may have found a movie that you shouldn't have missed. Narc is a 2002 American neo-noir crime thriller directed by Joe Carnahan and starring Jason Patric and Ray Liotta. The film is about two detectives who infiltrate a drug cartel. The film follows Nick Tellis, who's portrayed by Jason Patric, an undercover narcotics officer who was suspended after a botched drug bust. He is reinstated to the force and partnered with Henry O, played by Liotta, a veteran detective who's determined to find a killer of a young cop.
Revolver, it belongs to a slain officer. What are you doing with that?
They find themselves in over their heads as they uncover a dark world of corruption and violence.
Who planted that? Who planted that?
Narc is a well-made and suspenseful film with strong performances from its lead actors. Liotta is particularly good as the hard-boiled detective Oak. Oak is a complex character who's both admirable and flawed.
It's almost impossible you're this dumb.
He's a dedicated cop who is willing to risk his own life to protect others, however, is also a flawed individual who's capable of making mistakes.
You're gonna let this lowlife call up my integrity?
Ray Liotta gained 25 pounds for the role of Henry O. He said that he wanted it to look like he was a big, bruising fellow, and he thought that it would help him get into character. Liotta also worked with a dialect coach to perfect his Detroit accent, and his efforts pay off as he is outstanding in this role.
A girl being abused has got nothing to do with rules and regulations, and everything to do with right and wrong.
Liotta is well supported by Patric's portrayal of Tellis. Tellis is a dedicated and experienced cop, but he is also struggling with the emotional toll of his job. He's haunted by the memory of the last person that he killed, and he's also struggling to balance his personal and professional life. Tellis is a complex and well-developed character, and Patric gives a nuanced and believable performance. He's able to convey the character's inner turmoil, while also making him sympathetic and a relatable figure. The film is also well directed by Carnahan, who was originally hired to just write the screenplay for the film. However, he was so impressed with the story that he decided to direct it himself. He creates a tense and gritty atmosphere. Narc was filmed in Chicago and in Detroit. The film's gritty look and feel is due in part to the fact that it was filmed in real locations rather than on set. The film's director, Joe Carnahan, also went to great lengths to make the film as realistic as possible. For example, he had the actors undergo extensive training in police procedures. The plot of Narc is simple but effective. The film follows a straightforward linear narrative, and it never gets bogged down in unnecessary subplots. The film's pacing is also good, and it never feels slow or boring. Narc is a well-made and suspenseful film that's worth watching for fans of crime thrillers. The film has strong performances from its lead actors, and it's well directed by Joe Carnahan. If you're looking for a film that will keep you on the edge of your seat, then Narc is a good choice. Have you seen? Will you watch? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'm Rob E, and this is Attack on Show.